So today we are going to go into one of our Loop Guru producers actually sent me a loop pack today, and I've made it a commitment on my behalf to explain these packs to people and give you an honest opinion on them. But also I'm going to eat this candy apple, or this caramel apple. I'm going to go through the sounds, but then in the end of this video I'm going to teach you two things: how to make a one shot, a note on, which means you got to hold the pad to play the sound. Then I'm going to go in and show you basic sample editing if you've never used an MPC and why people find these things so amazing, and we'll go through that. Now what Jana Praya, I think his name is, and forgive me Jana Praya, but he created a loop pack, and he is one of the producers on our site. I'll give you a little link to this package for $8.95. $8.95 you get a full-blown instrumental that you can use, and I'm literally considering buying this one because it's just a cool beat. It's literally, his loop pack was pretty much the beat separated and tracked out. So you're buying a tracked out beat for $9. And the beat is very, very cool. So we'll get into some of the parts on it. This one, I'm going to show you. So he broke it down for us into... So you might not like the whole beat together, but you could arrange this and this. Or you could even... Let me drop my apple. Let's see. So literally what I'm saying is everything is separated out. So if you're a guy that likes to have control over his production and really likes what Jana Praya was doing, then you're going to have these sounds. I mean, I think there's 15 altogether. But for 15, I mean 15 sounds that are really, really high quality, by the way. I'm listening to them in the studio. It looks like a pretty good buy to me. Everything else about this, let's get into the functionality of the MPC. I'll do it with this drum beat here. So how do we make that a one shot into a note on? So let me get on right up front with this thing and get right on to the MPC. First of all, let me show you the buttons. First of all, you got to hit the pad that you want to get assigned to the note on or note off. So hit the pad, the thing that you want to work with, because if you don't, you might be doing it to the wrong sound and then you get all lost. So hit the pad. You can hit stop twice on the MPC and it'll stop the playing. Hit the program edit button here at the top. Once you go into that, let me show you these different, without it getting too blurry on you. I hope it doesn't. This camera just is really ticking me off. So you have master section where you can actually fine tune your samples, which, by the way, let me show you that too. So really, sounds like Jump Around by House of Pain all of a sudden. So now what we can do is go into program edit. We're staying in program edit. This is what's so powerful about these MPCs. We can go to the samples. Now you could actually have 4 samples layered on top, and you can fine tune each of them to sound great together. Pan volume, you have a low pan and a high pan. So what's really cool about that is you can pan the sounds between the speakers within your arrangement. The other cool thing with the MPC, as you record, it can record all this automation. So on an MPC, let me show you that real quick. When you hit the record button, and if I hit play right now, I'm actually going to be adjusting this as I play. That will actually record that automation. Really cool, man. They've made these things really user friendly. The next thing is this, and I'm sorry for the blurriness, so forgive me, but as I hit these buttons, I hope you can make them out. Filter envelope, these are all your different attacks, starts, your releases, the reso buttons, the cutoff buttons, and it all has to do with the way that the sound perceives through the speakers with different frequency ranges. you know, different filters on that frequency, so forth, so you can get your own unique sounds out of an MPC. The LFO mode is where I wanted to show you. At the top where it's really blurry and it's really upsetting me right now, there's this thing that says one shot, where it says sample. If we click on it, let's go to note on. Let me try to get this camera up further. I apologize, but it's so difficult. Did I make it worse or did I make it better? I made it worse. There we go. So now you have your note on. What note on is going to do is I have to hold the pad. So watch if I don't hold the pad. And now I'm squeaking the desk like a bed. Now if I hit the one shot, now that pad is a one shot. So a lot of guys don't understand it's that simple. Now let's say I want to go in and I don't like this drum kit the way that the arrangement is, and I want to go make my own drums out of it. Another powerful thing about the MPC, we're going to go to sample edit within the MPC, and you're going to notice on the screen that we actually have the drum beat show up. If I hit the F1 button, that's the chop button. What's going to happen is it just chopped it into different regions based on transients now, because I'm in chop mode threshold. It's chopping to the threshold of each individual transient. If I click on regions, it's going to chop it into to a split set of regions. Really guesses on that, but I think it's based on different regions on 1/16, 16 notes, and so forth. BPM, it'll actually split it based on the beats per minute of the track. So threshold is this. So as you can see me down here, okay, so now you can create your own little unique drum pattern out of that individual first drum pattern. So kits like this from Jana Praya that he's selling for $8.95, to a guy like me, that's an endless amount of combinations that we can make out of this track. I'll post the link to Loop Gurus. If you are a producer out there or you aspire to be a producer, we don't turn anybody away. We want people to understand that sounds in a community of producers is the way that this should be. This is the way that we're meant to work together. I guess I want to say that. I've met studio professionals that just say, man, it's a bummer when guys are competing against each other. So, you know, be wise about who you work with, but at the same time, you know, $8.95, we have to support one another. If you're a producer out there and you have loop packs, just make sure to get them to loopgurus.com. You can personally contact me on my YouTube channel, but my videos became successful through me teaching, and I haven't asked for a dime from anybody. And Loop Gurus is a way for me to do something I enjoy doing, just working with producers and getting new sounds. And you never know, man. You might buy one loop pack. We just did the 808 pack, and all the loop packs are really high quality. So if this is a beat that you like, that I just sped up, then, you know, so be it. Go ahead and buy that for $8.95. What else you got to lose? $8.95, Doug. And I'm going to eat my caramel apple. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you learned something on the Mpc Renaissance. If I get a thumbs down, I'm going to be upset.